What is something that will bring you peace, give you emotional and mental healing, and stop the karmic cycle, so that you don't have to keep repeating some of the same things over and over and over again, life after life? It's going to be a word that might be hard for some people to hear, but it's forgiveness. Now hold on, let me explain it from maybe a different perspective than what you've heard before about forgiveness. Maybe when I said that word, something popped into your mind and you thought, there is no way I can forgive that particular thing or that person. What they did is unforgivable. Let me tell you something. I have been there. I have a sister who did something that most people would say is unforgivable. And it has nothing to do with a man or a relationship. It's way worse than that. And I'm here to tell you, if I could forgive my sister for what she did, there's nothing that can't be forgiven. Not only that, but the Bible and all kinds of other gurus say the same thing. There is nothing that is unforgivable. Everything is forgivable if you choose to forgive it. Everything without exception. Yep, that thing too. And yep, that thing too. As a higher self hypnotherapist, I have heard stories of things that you would say that is unforgivable, especially when it happens between an adult and a child. But I know we've all heard the saying, holding unforgiveness towards someone is like drinking poison yourself and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work. The only thing it does, and we all know this, is it binds the person holding on to the anger, holding on to the unforgiveness. You imprison your own self. No one else does it to you. The other person did what they did, but then you're the one, or I'm the one, holding on to the unforgiveness that keeps us imprisoned, keeps us trapped in the trauma. So here's the process I use when I feel there's someone I need to forgive. Take it or leave it, but here it is. Step 1 involves making a choice to forgive. It doesn't mean you're making a choice to allow someone to continue doing what they did to you. It means you're forgiving what they did in the past. If you're still allowing someone to abuse you or treat you badly, that's a whole different topic. That's not about forgiveness. That's about creating boundaries. Second, prayer. Asking the creator of all that is for help in forgiving. 3, learning how to process the emotions that are causing the unforgiveness, because there's something underneath the unforgiveness. It might be feelings of rejection or abandonment, disappointment, betrayal, anger. For example, did you feel like a father should not do those things to his child, and therefore you're disgusted and angry that he didn't meet your expectations of what you thought a father should be, or your mother or your spouse? In my higher self hypnosis sessions, that is the main thing I see causing unforgiveness, is the expectations we have of other people don't match reality. Step number 4, connecting to your higher self and learning how to hear from your higher self and hear things from a higher perspective, so you can understand why your two souls decided to have these interactions. What were the reasons that your souls chose this, and what lessons are you meant to learn from having experienced that? Maybe it is the lesson of unforgiveness. Maybe it's learning how to overcome anger. Maybe it's patience. Maybe you're learning how to set boundaries with others. Maybe it's learning how to love yourself and put yourself first. But that will be individual to you, so you'll want to connect with your higher self to find out the reasons your soul allowed you to experience whatever it was that caused this feeling of unforgiveness. And 5, once you've gone through those steps and processed all these emotions and learned the lessons from it, it's then making a choice to let it go and free yourself from that prison of unforgiveness. And I do realize that this can take years. It's not a one-day process by any stretch of the imagination. It took me most of my adult life in order to forgive my stepmother who caused me tremendous emotional trauma. So I know it can take a long time, but I just wanted to lay these steps out in case you'd like to follow them. Because again, these are the steps I followed in order to have total and complete forgiveness for those in my life who hurt me the most.